Hey, this is Timmara signing on with what will be my final part of Batman Arkham City. Because we are going to finish off the Enigma storyline, the Riddler missions. Okay, so, after spending a lot of time, many hours, I lost track, and I don't think there's a timer on this, time tracker on this game, but after finding all the Riddler trophies, between all the trophies that were hidden behind various mind puzzles, just lying around, or various, gadget trials, riddles which had you zooming in on weird points of interest that at the same time revealed lore and hints and other stuff, destroying usually some kind of object or another, from balloons, tiger cameras, teeth, etc., etc. And by going through everything as Catwoman as well, also doing different missions that require you to use your skills to their utmost, and then using Catwoman, I got all 440 Riddler trophies that are in this game. I think this is the most that's in the Arkham games. I think I misspoke or missaid that once before, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So with that said, now that we've got all the Riddler trophies, now that they're out of the way, what we can do is that we can go... I unlocked this one a while ago, but as we find Riddler trophies, we unlock the Riddler hideouts, and where we can find his, medic hostages. So we got more mind games we have to play, and with all his things, we can get this done pretty quickly.
Help me! All you need to do is keep your eyes on the prize. Exciting, isn't it? Take your pick, Batman.
I see what he did there, you sheep.
Shall we see if you were right? What? No. How did you do that?
Hey, if you're gonna cheat, at least be honest about it.
You gotta save me!
Oh, can I just jump over? Okay, yeah, that's kind of is underhanded stuff. It's not, doesn't make me feel smart. It makes me feel like I have to cheat as well.
You're safe now, Officer North.
Thank you.
Officers and
I thought I
doctors.
was gonna die back
Enigma's
there.
kidnapped a lot of
Riddler
people.
gave you a code, right?
Yeah, it's 860120. He said something about it helping you.
It will. Stay here.
Okay. Because then, Mastermind. Because we gotta solve all his things. 820... Wait, no. X-axis... No. Which is the X-axis again? I think I got this mixed up. No. No, do I got it mixed up again? Damn it. What? Oh, 860. What am I doing? I thought it was 820. There we go. Sorry, I'm a dumbass.
Riddle me this. I have a head, a tail, but never any legs. Do you know what I am? There's no way you could have solved that one.
Yeah, then we need the...
Well done,
Bruh.
well done. You have completed enough of my challenges, so now all you have to do is solve my riddle and save the day. Can you do it? Riddle me this. I have a head, a tail, but never any legs. Do you know what I am?
Looking at the words. Head a tail, never any legs. Penny. Okay, sorry. It took me a while to see the word.
Solved? Seems I underestimate your abilities. But before you start to feel superior, you should try and rescue my next hostage. Bring a towel.
I will not.
On Batman, even I could. You must have cheated. Consider this a
You
warning.
cheated first.
From here on in, it gets harder.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm being so stupid, ironically, okay. So, yeah, mainly a lot of that, because normally you'd find so many trophies. Oh, you unlock the next hostage. But now that we got them all, we'll just be able to line drive our way through this. So, yeah, finding the Riddler trophies took a lot of time, because mainly the thing that helps make it a lot easier is by finding the Riddler, Riddler agents or thugs, which is useful but unreliable, because sometimes Riddler thugs, appear very frequently, sometimes they don't, sometimes they only appear in specific areas, and if you mess up, you just lose that chance. And from what I read, it's each Riddler agent makes 5 of the closest trophies appear. So, that could be anywhere. You could find, say, a Riddler agent in Park Row, and if you found all the trophies there, then you could get some show up in Amusement Mile or something, So, just as long as you find an agent, you will find a Riddler trophy of some type. Sometimes it's random, sometimes it's just a breakable, sometimes it's a riddle, and then trying to, but it'll tell you where it is, not what the riddle is. That was a little annoying. So, yeah, they would appear on the map, and then just take some time, because then there's also the Catwoman trophies, which only she can grab. So you gotta swap out to her every now and then, along with, got experience. It took a long time, but it did help me get the experience I needed to upgrade everything, so that's nice. So, yeah, next trial.
I've done it. This is one puzzle you cannot solve. I've studied your techniques, reviewed your childish gadgets, and there is nothing in your arsenal that can help you defeat this group. The hostage will... What? Where did you... This is cheating. Do you hear me? Cheating!
Right, the water. Oh, hey. Right. Nope, other way. Sorry, trying to remember how everything works. Because I think I was supposed to use the ice to get over that, but you know what? Screw it. I can just use the line launcher. Yeah, and these are also... Best to do Nigma when you got everything, just because you're going to need pretty much everything to figure it out. Alright. Whoops. I was trying to do that the first time and it didn't work. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to go the other way. What am I doing? Sorry. I'm a stupid boy. I'm very tired, and yet I still want to record some Pathologic after this.
What's wrong, Dark Knight? Too much pressure?
Please help me!
Oh, right. There we go. There we go. Physics puzzles solved.
You're okay now. He gave you a number.
Paging
He
doctor
did.
saved.
Oh no. What was it?
Moving on.
It's important. You need to remember them.
Oh, yes, it was 606 by 120.
You need to rest here and then make your way back to the church if you feel up to it. I need to go after Riddler.
Alright, do it already. Puzzler. Okay, 6. Look at the numbers this time. Get as close as possible. There we go.
Riddle me this. I'll be right under your feet in the midday sun. You cannot lose me, no matter how you run. What am I?
Shadow?
You actually managed to complete enough challenges, Dark Knight. If you think you can hear me
I'm not even listening to you.
No, this is not happening. Did you cheat? Of course you did. It's the only way. Well, it ends now. Here's the next location. You won't be able to cheat your way past this problem.
And, you know, I'm dismissively going like, oh yeah, simple riddle. Well, you know, some of these are, you know, it's all about wording, and plus that's a pretty common...
No! You couldn't possibly have done that. How did you...
I'm not even listening to
Who
you.
held you?
Whatever, man. I'm out. No, but these are pretty solid brain teasers. That's the thing. The Riddler trophies can be, like, very absurd, but also, like, really good to figure out. Although, you gotta use pretty much every mechanic in some way you wouldn't normally think of. Like, there's this one, in Wonder City, where the Riddler trophy is, like, above your head, but it's covered up by, you know, some planks of wood. And I've seen, like, a lot of comments online, because I had to look up some, just because I got so frustrated. But I saw a lot of comments online. It's like, how do you do this? You can't use your line launcher to get up there. You can't put gel on there because you can't stand on anything. Nothing's high enough. What do you do? And what you have to do is you got to get down onto like a lower rung of a platform and then grapnel boost your way into it, breaking it. It's actually very clever. And, you know, some solutions like that are just like, oh, hey. Or like you gotta... You know, there's some, like, Riddler lights you gotta break, but they're all like, oh, if I step on a button, it blocks one off, but opens the way to another. I can't hit with batarangs this quickly. Well, if I lay out explosive gel and hit them all at once, there you have it. There was this one really annoying one, though, that took me a while to figure out. I thought I needed another gadget, but apparently if you zoom in on an explosive gel patch, that explodes, that one will explode alone. If you have more than one laid out, it's very weird.
Have I ground you down? Have I made my point? No. Well, this next room will. That, I guarantee.
Okay,
What is it? Unsure what to do next? May I suggest lying down on the floor and allowing the roller to do its thing?
Oh, right, forgot about this. Conundrum. But consulate, what kind of...
But for how long, Dark Knight?
Oh.
He turned it off. But for how long?
Long enough, it tells me how much time I got. Oh, wait.
As you look upon my work, your primitive brain must be struggling to comprehend how I have managed all this. It was easy.
I'm sure it was. Probably took a lot of money you didn't have. Oh, right, okay. Taking a second. Yeah, a lot of the Riddler trophies, or, you know, some Riddler trophies really need you to think outside the box, or using a certain combination of gadgets or placement in order to get it figured out. And there is something satisfying to that. Does feel good to figure out his game. It's also sometimes really annoying, because they get really obscure.
Brain functions. Allow me to give you some help. Give up and die. Nah.
What are you doing?
I thought so. Cool. I couldn't remember if that would actually work.
You're safe now.
Thought I would bump and we would fall.
How the hell did you do that?
I'm that good.
the numbers.
Also, I have technology
One,
you have no hopes of getting.
5, 7, 8, 0.
You'll be safe here for now. If you get the chance, head back to the church.
Alright. Intellectual. What was it? 1-5. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go.
Riddle me this. Hit me hard and I will crack it. But you'll never stop me from staring back. What am I? How did you do it?
A wall? Let's see.
At last. I suppose I should fulfill my side of the agreement. A riddle for
Oh.
a bat.
Mirror.
Can you solve it?
Sorry, it took me a second, but once I saw, like, the mirror, it's just like, oh, hey!
Actually, it doesn't matter. Come and save the final guard.
Oh, there we
I'll
go.
be shocked if you don't come and save her, as she'll be if you do. Did you cheat? Of course you did. How could I expect anything more from someone?
I love walking away from him on his rants, and it's just like, nope, out the door. Don't have time to listen to you, experience denial at how awesome I am. So, yeah. Sometimes the placement's very interesting, at least on the trophies, or sometimes the riddles, which can be pretty clever, like, you know, here, and they can actually tell you a lot about the characters. Like, there's one near, you know, where Ivy's stationed up at where you saw her as Catwoman, and you actually see, like, a little, you know, canister, or, you know, little cell that she took to escape Arkham Island and got to here. Or, you know, more killed by Zaz, like one guy who was at a phone booth all draped over it. So there's just a lot of end references, like to Falcone and the Flying Graysons, as there's a poster in this area. And yeah, just like a lot of extra hints to like how people ended up in Arkham City, whether they intended to or not. Like some hints at Strange's plan, and like a bunch of other things. Again, Nigma knows his way around. And there are some pretty clever... Why am I heading this way? I got so distracted praising Nigma for being annoying. So, you know, there are a lot of solid, you know, hints and clues and such. And that leads you to the, what was it? You know, finishing up whole segments gives you audio recordings for most of the villains, between Harvey Dent, Freeze, Penguin, and he just, like, breaks down there. Oh, yeah, Mad Hatter did have one for him. It just, like, breaks down all, like, the, you know, breaks down, like, okay, what's your damage? Harvey, you put too much faith in this coin, have it back. Oh, turns out I made copies, and the one that you just flipped isn't yours. Or, you know, Joker kind of detailing, you know, part of the Killing Joke story. Or Riddler and Hugo kind of having like a battle of wits. It seemed like Riddler figured out Hugo's whole deal, and then Hugo twists it on his head. So, very interesting stuff.
What's good for me and potentially fatal for you?
Everything you do. Moving on.
Get me out of here!
As you can see, Dark Knight, that ignorant guard is currently experiencing the shocking sensation of her own mortality. Can you help her without experiencing yours?
Oh. Oh.
Can you rise to the occasion and solve this problem? Or will you be left crushingly
That was my fault. For some reason, I just blanked out.
Has your primitive brain given up and accepted that I, the Riddler, am better than you?
I never said that, so shut up. Just give me a minute. I got blindsided by the wall you had there.
Get me out of here.
And, you know, I think I mentioned before, but the Riddler's kind of a fun villain. I like his
As you can see,
whole,
Jar Jar,
you know,
that ignorant
deal,
guard is
his
currently
narcissistic deal.
experiencing the shocking sensation of her own mortality.
There we go.
Can you help her without experiencing yours?
I'm trying to focus on this puzzle now.
So, you wrapped your brain around that last puzzle and squeezed out a predictable solution.
Oh.
How will you attempt to solve this next?
Whoops. Okay, not so much a puzzle, just you know, move fast. I think I probably could have just thrown batarangs and it would have worked, but, you know. Aha!
Riddle me this. How can you possibly expect to save that poor guard when it is quite clear that you cannot outthink the simplest of challenges?
Whoop. Okay, that was a trap. I thought, okay, fair enough.
How long should I wait before telling you the answer?
I don't need you to tell me squat, man. Wink. Effort. Logicalizing. Bamboozling, okay. I got you pegged, Riddler. I get what you're doing. I can think past all your nonsense. Might take me a few tries, but that's why I, in real life, am not Batman.
This is working out better than even I could have predicted. You are lost, confused, and beaten by the Riddler. Do you need help, Dark Knight?
Oh.
A brute force approach to a simple conundrum, Dark Knight. How predictable.
Whoops. Stand on the boxes. Carefully. Oh, duh. I'm going, sorry.
This challenge was designed by me to defeat you. I do believe it's working.
Shut up, just give me a minute.
You weren't supposed to do that! That move was impossible! How did you... Oh, this isn't over, Dark Knight. You may have defeated me tonight, but I'll be back.
It's not quite over yet.
Where is he?
I'll deal with Riddler. Just tell me the code.
Code?
He gave everyone else a code. Why didn't he give you one?
He sounded like he thought you'd die in here. I guess he was wrong. Is there anything I can do?
No. Get back to the church when you can. Oracle, we've got a problem. I solved the last Riddler room, but there wasn't a radio frequency.
What's he up to?
I don't think he thought I'd defeat his last room.
That's good, right?
He's still got hostages from the church. If they're still alive, I need to find them. Search every record about the buildings he's used so far. There may be a connection there.
Alright. Brain teaser.
Right. Listen to me carefully. I still have one of those guards, so I'll just need a couple of days and I will make a puzzle so taxing that you will never solve it. I will. You'll see.
Whatever, man. Find more Riddler secrets. Well, I found them all, so let's move on right through.
I think I found something that links all the Riddler rooms.
I'm pretty sure he's all the way over by back at
He seems to have
the
acted as
Bowery.
some sort of property broker.
When was this?
Before Arkham City was built. It's a long shot, I know, but he sold one other property 3 months before Arkham opened. There's no record of who to, but I'm sending you the location now.
Thanks, Oracle. I'll check it out.
Yeah, Riddler's hideout all the way over in the Bowery. So we'll make our way over there. And yeah, admittedly, and I didn't use a guide often, admittedly when I was younger, this was like a big achievement for me. Like, this made me feel real smart to do. And again, it still kind of does that. It takes forever. But, you know, it is still very satisfying to, like, get through some of these puzzles and such. But, nevertheless, you know, they're tough. They're simple, but tough enough where it makes you feel good. And yeah, just like a bunch of weird stuff. Like maybe like a cage wouldn't open if you were right next to it, so you had to like find a way to grab the trophy from a different angle, or find a hidden lever or something. Use all your gadgets in creative ways in order to like maneuver around and like, you know, make contact with enough things. So yeah, and then playing as Catwoman actually took me less time than I expected. I mean, I know she has like a small fraction of the trophies, like 5 in almost every area except for Wonder Tower. But it actually went pretty smoothly. Some of them weren't even really hidden. Some of them you just gotta like jump up and then just grab, and that's kind of it. And you know, I'm not complaining, just the truth of what happened. Right, I gotta get over there. Hold that thought. I have a way of doing this. Yeah. So, yeah. Like the other bad guys, it's not like this will be a difficult takedown, but... This isn't a difficult takedown, but there's a certain twist on this that's kind of interesting.
That's right, Worms. Keep walking. You remember how to walk, don't you?
Riddler, when I get out of here, I'm gonna hurt you for this. You hear me?
Come now, Mr. Cash. In order to hurt me, you would have to break free from the predicament you currently find yourself in, and attack me in such a way that does not cause me to press this remote detonator, distributing your primitive DNA all over the walls.
I'll do it.
You'll try, I'll give you that. But I doubt you will succeed without blowing yourself up. Oh, and I'm sure I mentioned the remote detonator I have here. Press Cash. Ignorant buffoons will be all over the walls.
I can walk all night with Riddler.
Good. Let's see if you still feel the same tomorrow.
Riddler's attached explosives to his hostages. If they stop moving, they'll die. I can't get in their way.
Yeah, so the conceit on this is you gotta somehow move around while also like not getting in anybody's way and also not stopping. Well, I suppose it's a lot simpler than I was making it out to be.
What?
You have a nice-looking bowler hat.
This cannot be happening. Do you really expect me to fall for this dark night? I know you won't kill me.
True, but you can't say the same about the others, can you?
Get your ass moving, Riddler.
You can't
Before I
tell
shove
me
my
what
hook
to
up your
do.
bum.
Do I need to press the button?
What? No. You'll pay for this, Batman.
There is something
You sure this
satisfying
thing
about
won't
having him
work?
go through this torture.
No. But there's no point in letting him know that, is there?
Ha 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 ha. So, yeah. Riddler neutralized, case file closed. Oh, I'm getting in your way.
Get out of my way. What are you doing? You're in my way.
Whoop. Whoop, your head's gonna blow
Pay for
up.
this.
Yeah, okay. Again, I suppose...
I'll keep him walking all night. And when he realizes he's been fooled, I'll drag his ass back to his cell.
Sounds good. Okay, again, and I do realize this more and more, even though I kind of didn't want to admit it, it's pretty lackluster how a lot of these bad guys go down. Some usually not even without a fight. Or usually not with a fight.
For mercy.
So, you know, Riddler has the most work behind him, but you don't fight Hush, you don't fight Deadshot, really, you just sneak up on him. You don't fight Zaz, you just sneak up on him. That seems to be a running thing. And I suppose when I was younger, I go like, that's fine after, like, all the build-up, but really all the build-up should have been leading to a little bit more. But nevertheless, you know, at least with Riddler, even though it took forever, you could at least say the build-up was his puzzle rooms. But also, you know, and that went very smooth. There wasn't that much agency to that section. It kind of just go around in the loop, and that was it. I forgot how simple that was. Then again, if it was annoyingly difficult, that'd be one thing, but okay. Nevertheless, there we have it. But there's one last thing I want to do, and then we're wrapped up. Because, actually, wait. Actually, we could probably do this at the courthouse or something. So, hold on. There's one thing, I think it was there. Actually, because now... I'm just gonna check something real quick. I'm gonna check something real quick, and then we're gonna do something real quick, and that's where we'll wrap it up. So, 1 second. So, yeah, that finding Riddler stuff, it takes a long-ass time, but it's kind of fun. And, you know, I was going to not, and then I go, let's just collect a few and see how I feel. Yeah, okay, I've got like 50, I got like 100. I'm kind of starting to lose interest. Maybe I'll stop. And then, like, maybe I'll collect a couple more while I'm waiting for this video to render. Okay, maybe I'll get some more and get some more. Well, I already got 300. Oh, only 100 to go. Might as well keep going. And that's kind of what the process was. And so, again, the most frustrating thing is finding them naturally is very hard because some of them are very well hidden. So you kind of need the Riddler informants. And by the time... Okay, maybe it's not popping up because these loading screens aren't long. No, wait, yeah, they wouldn't pop up because the loading screens aren't. No, basically now we get like one last loading screen where it says like Arkham City is ready to be shut down now that all the villains are captured. So, yeah, everything's closed, everything's dealt with. Basically, like, you know, Bruce had a hell of a night, and now Arkham City can be shut down. Or at least he can start working to try and make that happen. So, you know, good for him. Yep, I was right. Last thing before we go. I'm not sure how long we have to pay respects for until that trophy pops. I thought I was still going to play the Hugo Strange music, but I guess that... Or, not music, but audio. But I guess that only happens, what is it, for 60 seconds, I think? But anyways. So I thought I was still going to play, like, Hugo Strange's audio log, but I guess not, but I suppose that's what that... Anyways. Nevertheless, you know, Bruce paying respects to the family lost on these streets is doing the best he can this night to make sure it doesn't happen again. And that's kind of the thing. So, yeah. You know, this is kind of an interesting moment just because, like, the music change. It's very...
Kill someone to give us coats.
Don't ruin my moment, inmates. Okay, the trophy's not popping for some reason. Do I have to do it longer or what? Okay. That's just another easy trophy you can get, so we're done here. So, yeah, I really got nothing much else to add. 71%. I got really nothing much else to add at the end of that. So, again, some things do not hold up quite as well as I would hope. But again, the solid main story, Arkham City site secure and ready for shutdown. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting cutscene. It's just sort of like, hey, there we go. You did everything, you did all the stuff, so now we can get this place put to bed. So, you know, that's kind of a nice acknowledgement. But yeah, I got really nothing else to add. In hindsight, yeah, the Riddler trophies are very annoying, but also kind of satisfying. I suppose it depends on your tolerance, and frankly, your tolerance can wear thin very quick, because there is quite a lot of busy work in it all. But the other case files, yeah, kind of end very anticlimactically, and trust me, this game has it better than the other Arkham games. Arkham Knight has, like, the anticlimax for big villains real bad. But nevertheless, yeah, that's kind of it for now. Yeah, again, I still really like the main story of... I like the character interactions between, like, Batman, Joker, Catwoman, you know, learning all about all these characters, the lore and, you know, background character information that you can get. And again, from what you can, the Riddler trophies are annoying, but if you do collect them all, you do get rewarded with the information about, like, what you're looking at, or what you're trying to find, or what you're seeing. And, you know, the tapes from Hugo's interviews, or from other characters just talking, is very satisfying to, like, help recontextualize and, like, learn more about those characters if you're got super interested in them from playing this game, like I did when I played this back in, like, 2011, 2012, whenever I first played it, or whenever I played the Game of the Year edition to absolute madness. So, yeah, there's a lot to get from this. So, again, this was what reinvigorated my interest in Batman, and it certainly changed my perspective in a lot of ways. So, you know, thank you, Arkham City, for that. And again, despite some shortcomings, like, you know, certain things not holding up quite as well as I would like to imagine. But again, as far as I'm concerned, this is probably still my favorite of the Arkham series. And Harley Quinn... No, I don't want to start that garbage again. Sorry, and then... I keep forgetting there's no, like, splash screen for this or something. You know, no menu. Because again, this... And the more I thought about it, yeah. This DLC was, like, quite pointless. Like, literally nothing happens in this, effectively.
I hope you're
No.
right.
Harley Quinn's preparing for some kind of siege.
Come on.
What's she planning?
I understand, Troy Baker. I love the sound of your voice, but we don't need to hear this anymore. Anyways, so, yeah, basically, if you want more Arkham, this is more Arkham, but it adds nothing in hindsight. Like, literally nothing is accomplished from Harley Quinn's Revenge. Nothing is added, and that's kind of upsetting. But nevertheless, and again, the Catwoman missions are fun. It's good to play as Catwoman, but also I can see, like, the cynical reasons behind why she was divided up, or why her missions take place in certain sections, and it's like, that's stupid. But again, nevertheless. So, yeah. I just kind of did that, had no reason to. My other finale is better, but nevertheless, Arkham City is done. Well, I could do more, but I'm not doing the challenges. They're fun. There might be a thing to mess around with in a score attack way, but I'm not doing that on camera. But, yeah. For right now, that's it for Batman Arkham City. It was a fun time. You know, despite the aggravations that was the Riddler, doing it was kind of fun, and presenting the final product feels good to get it out of the way. So, with that all being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you once again for watching me play Batman Arkham City.